Okay, in our second section today for measurement, we're going to be looking at reading and measuring on scales. So this becomes a very important part of everyday life in for measurement, and also often we need it in different workplaces. So if you were working in carpentry and things like that, we've got to measure out the lengths of our wood and our different things. So measurement and being able to read scales and rulers and measuring tapes becomes quite a crucial part of our life. So we're going to have a look at this. So in the first one, we're looking at sort of like we've got a ruled section, and they want me to tell what this position is. So if we have a look at it, the ruler is in centimetres, and we have 6 centimetres and 7 centimetres there. So it's been broken up into, and if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you broke a centimetre up into 10, nearly every one of these little distance is actually 1 millimetre, because we know there's 10 millimetres in a centimetre. Now we could also say that it's actually 0.1 centimetres, so it's not quite, it's a decimal place. So if we look up here, we are on the second one, so this is 6.2 centimetres. And if you have a look here, this is one less, so this one's 6.9 centimetres. So if we have a look at this second one here, we've got 1,000, and we'll say they're grams. So we've started at 0 and we've gone to 1,000. So if you look at what they've divided up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So half of 1,000 would be 500. So I know I've got 500 grams here. And if you have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're at half of 500. So we know this is 250 grams, so we can write in that measurement there. Okay, so if we're going half the distance on there again, so this one would be in here, this would be 500 plus another 250, so we get 750 grams. All right, let's keep going. So if we look down here on our scale, we're going 0 to 100. And once again, they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we're doing half of 100, we know that this is 50 millimeters. Okay, so if we're breaking this 50 millimeters up into 10, then therefore each one of these represent 5 millimeters. Okay, so if we count up, we've got 5, 10, and here we're at 15 millimeters. If we go up to this other one, we could keep going on from 50. So we could say 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So we can see we've got 80. Or you could have gone backwards. We could have gone back from 100, minusing 5. So we'd go 95, 90, 85, and 80. So depends on which way you want to look at it, and sometimes whichever way is quicker for you. All right, so here's another one. We're looking at measures of litres. So we've got 1 litre and 0, but it's been broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we've got 1 litre, if we are at the halfway mark, we might say we have half a litre, or we might say we've got 0.5. So then if we look here, each one of these are 0.1, so that's 0.2, so we can read that. And if we go up here, we're 1 less than a litre, which would make it 0.9. Okay, here where we're measuring off, we're now seeing things like maybe here we see it in a measuring cylinder that we might see in our science lab. So when we see that the water is halfway between the 800 mils and the 700 mils, we're going to read that off as 750 mils. Okay, over here we're looking at the temperature gauge, and we can see it's degrees Celsius, and it's in line with the 5 degrees. So I'm going to say it's 5 degrees Celsius. So today you're going to be practicing reading off those scales.